Hi, I'm putting this video together for you to give you some ideas of maybe what you should do for your culminating. These are previous projects that my students did, and I thought that if you saw some projects, it might not look as terrible for you to do your own. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and hopefully you see my screen. And first off, this is a database of students in the school who were taking part in different intramural activities. And the idea is that I can type in a person's name, submit it, and I can see what he participated in. I should also be able to type in a team and maybe, let's see if there's anything under basketball. So there are the people that were, oh, look at that, I'm in there, woohoo. I also have the ability to type new students in, new teams, new clubs. There are some instructions and a really nice menu for the project. The data comes from a flat file, just like we've been doing in our different projects. And each line in the flat file is a record containing fields. And I expect that you're going to do the same thing here. And then you can take those fields and you can put them into, you can instantiate different, whatever it is that each record represents. So if it's people or if it's clubs, like that last example that I showed you, or whatever your topic is. This particular one here is MMA fighters. I am not well versed in MMA fighting, but if I click on a name at the side, it tells me about them. So I have the ability to learn a little bit. Okay, whoops, yeah, I have to say close. Okay, I believe there's also the option to pick different fields, and but the thing is I have to know somebody, so this may not bring up none of the fighters. Okay, so I would have to know the fighter in order to pick the data to find my fighter. So you can see that they had somebody in their group enter a lot of data. I'm not expecting that you're going to spend all your time entering data for your project. I'm going to expect that you're going to put more effort into the code rather than just building data. In fact, whoops, I already saw that one. There are websites out there which are dedicated to gathering data, and you can download your data from one of the websites and don't even need to enter anything. For instance, there are, for Canada, there's a lot of data including temperatures in different cities and stuff like that. This is a Pokédex database. So there are a lot of different pictures in here. I don't know what the lag time's all about. And it may appear that the picture on the left is the same all the time, but as you can see now, I have two different pictures. So they did enter or build a database with a lot of pictures, two different pictures for each of these, okay? So some of them are the same, but I mean, for instance, you could tell these two are different, even different views of the same thing, and the information on the Pokemon. Okay, so power that off. Here's another one. These guys were aspiring young bartenders, and what they were doing was gathering, let me see, search for alcoholic ingredient rum. They were gathering recipes for different alcoholic drinks. I don't know if they had any non-alcoholic ones, but here's a very nice recipe card all laid out beautifully. I could also, if I want to search again, I get the main search window. This one doesn't go away, but for instance, if I type in a non-alcoholic ingredient, then look, all those things I can make using my orange juice. And again, very nice recipe cards come up. Having the two windows isn't quite perfect, but they may have run out of time as well. And if I click off on either one of them, it closes the whole program down. So I don't know if we saw all of my different examples or not. Yep, I think we did. Okay, so hopefully that gives you guys some ideas, and you will start thinking about what you can do and come up with your own idea. I would like to see ideas, so I'm going to give you a document that I want you to type specific things into. For instance, I want to know what fields you're including, what the records are going to be about, and what the concept is. I want to have an idea of the scope, so the size of your project as well. So I'm going to give you a layout to type in the information for your project charter, we'll call it, okay? And we're going to get going on that fairly soon. So, well, we've already pretty much started with looking at how a GUI is built, because I would like a GUI front end, a database in the back end, which is just your flat file. I'd like you to read in the data from your file. I would like for you to populate an array list, or I'm assuming you're going to pick an array list because it's dynamic. I would like to be able to add to your database, so you need to write back to the file. If you would like to do something like what you saw with the menu, I have some code that I can provide for you to help with that, but you don't need to. Okay, I would like for you to have the basic functionality of searches, sorting, building your array list, and displaying it nicely on your front end. You should also be able to add to your data and write back to the file, so that next time when you open it, you have more data. I think that's all. Okay, so let me know if you have any trouble.